tips. Karlsruhe. Karlsruhe, with about 300,000 inhabitants, the second largest city in Baden-Wuerttemberg, is definitely worth a visit. And this is true at any time of the year. After all, Karlsruhe is one of the warmest cities in Germany and still offers a mild climate even in winter. It is located entirely on the right side of the Rhine, on the border of Baden-Wuerttemberg with Rhineland-Palatinate. Karlsruhe is a Baroque-planned city, founded in 1715 and for a long time served as the capital and residence of the state of Baden. Nowadays, the city is home to the Federal Court of Justice and, since 1951, the Federal Constitutional Court. Karlsruhe Castle. Probably the most famous landmark of the city is the Karlsruhe Castle. It was built in 1715 in the Baroque style and served for over 200 years as the residence of the Margrave and the Grand Dukes of Baden. Today it houses both the Baden State Museum and the Federal Constitutional Court. The park around the castle invites you to take walks in a beautiful scenery. The tower belonging to the castle complex then offers an impressive view over the park. From its top, you can also see why Karlsruhe is nicknamed the Fan City. After all, it is considered one of the last European planned cities and features 32 radial streets radiating in a fan shape from the center of the plan, the castle. Those with the Karlsruhe card can even visit the tower for free. Summer evenings also feature the castle light shows, which will light up the castle for the third year in a row in 2018. Admission is free. The Center for Art and Media Karlsruhe, ZMK. The former munitions and weapons factory has been showing changing exhibitions in thematic areas such as painting, sculpture, film, theater or music since 1989. The basic mission of the center is to document the transfer of classical arts into the digital age. For this reason, the building is often referred to as a digital Bauhaus. The center also tries to live up to this claim through its numerous laboratories and institutes. In any case, however, it is worth a visit, which you can even immortalize by taking a detour to the Burger Gallery, Citizens Gallery, or its photo booth. The Dîner en Blanc. The Parisian custom of the three-course meal, where guests dine seated at long tables and dressed entirely in white, also arrived in Karlsruhe a few years ago. What makes it special is that the exact venue is traditionally not revealed until the evening before. Guests also have to bring all the utensils themselves, i.e. plates, cutlery, tables and chairs. In return, they receive an elaborate, home-cooked menu. However, visitors are of course welcome to contribute additional desserts or the like. The festival. With 250,000 visitors annually, this open-air festival is one of the largest in all of Germany. The organizers even call it the largest family festival in southern Germany. According to them, it is not only aimed at the whole family and thus people of all ages, but also of all income classes. Since 1985, it has been held every year on the last weekend of July in the Günther-Klotz-Park, affectionately known as Mount Klotz, which is located next to the Europahalle. Fans of almost every taste will be happy here. After all, the musical range is extremely broad. In 2017, Sportfreunde Stille, Sea Dough or Fine Seine Fish Fillet performed, among others. The special atmosphere also distinguishes the festival. The Alb, the river that flows through Karlsruhe, also ripples through the middle of the festival grounds. So you can easily put your feet in the water and listen to internationally known bands at the same time. In order to live up to its reputation as a festival for the whole family, there is also a children's area on the grounds. The festival is mostly free, only the entrance to the hill with the main stage costs admission. The Botanical Garden. If you are attracted by the tranquility and natural beauty of the park, you should definitely visit the Botanical Garden. This is also an ideal place to relax, and the garden is located right next to or behind the castle. The Botanical Garden is a true oasis of peace and also offers a wide variety of exotic plants. Like the whole city, the Botanical Garden can also be explored very well by bicycle, as there are extra bicycle lanes for cyclists. In general, Karlsruhe is next to Münster probably the most bike-friendly city in Germany. Der Grüne Krebs, the green crab. If you visit Karlsruhe as part of a city trip, you will naturally want to buy your friends a souvenir. The perfect opportunity to browse and find odds and ends is offered by the Grüne Krebs at Erbprinzenstraße 21, where you can search for original gifts at will. But even those who are not looking for something specific, but simply want to look around, are in good hands in the store. In addition to furniture, smaller accessories are also sold. The Baden State Theatre. Culture fans should not miss the Baden State Theatre. Ballet, concert and drama performances as well as young state theatre and people's theatre can be attended in the house. The building complex at Ettlinger Tor has been under the management of artistic director Peter Spuller since 2011. The works of the composer George Frederick Handel are of particular importance at the theatre. The Baden State Theatre has been presenting his compositions in a special setting since 1977. In 1985, it even convened the Handel Festival, which continues to be held every year in February in his honor. In addition, a stage work is performed in the theatre's own production. The Handel Festival is completed by several orchestra and chamber music concerts as well as guest performances. The Turmberg. The Turmberg is the landmark of Durlach. It is a district that is older than Karlsruhe itself. After all, it was already a separate municipality before the city was founded. It is considered the starting point of Karlsruhe's planning, so to speak. The old town of the district is also considered particularly beautiful and invites you to stroll around. From the viewing platform, which is located at a height of 240 meters, you get a view over the whole of Durlach and large parts of Karlsruhe. In good weather, the view extends up to 30 kilometers into the distance. The lookout point can be reached in several ways. Sports enthusiasts take on the challenge of the 528 steps to the very top, while friends of a more leisurely pace can take the car. History buffs should take the Turmberg Bahn. This funicular, which opened in 1888 and climbs 100 meters, is Germany's oldest cable car. On the summit is also the eponymous tower, which can be climbed via a small spiral staircase. On the terrace of the Turmberg you can also enjoy a picnic and watch the sunset. The P10. If you are looking for a bar in an unusual place in the middle of the city, the P10 is the place for you. This is a beach bar with lots of sand and real beach flair. The special thing, the bar is located on the roof of a 10-story parking garage, which explains the name. However, you won't find any bodies of water near Zaringer Straße 69, where P10 is located. When the sun is shining, you can drink a cocktail in a beach chair, bury your feet in the sand and feel very close to the sea. The Café email. Another insider tip is this hidden cafe. It is located in a small backyard on Kaiserstraße. The cafe also has a cozy beer garden, where you can enjoy a beer or a coffee in a rustic atmosphere, especially in the summer. On the menu you will find mainly typical German dishes, which are also offered at fair prices. Every Monday, Café Email offers another highlight. Every week, a quiz evening is held, where teams have to answer tricky but also funny questions. All the better, the winners receive an email voucher. Although even the weekly changing hammer dishes are quite inexpensive at 4.50 euros, the quiz evening is additionally worthwhile thanks to this reward. Conclusion. Despite its unassuming size, Karlsruhe has a lot to offer in terms of sights and exciting activities. The mild climate allows pleasant visits at almost any time of the year. However, it is even more worthwhile to plan your trip so that you can also visit a special annual event. In summer, for example, the castle light shows, the festival or an evening at the P10 are suitable for this. Winter, on the other hand, can offer, among other things, the Handel Festival. Here, of course, it depends on the exact area of one's own interests. There may be people who plan their trip based on their enthusiasm for classical music and don't want to miss the Handel Festival under any circumstances. Others, for example, go to the Baden metropolis especially for the festival. However, Karlsruhe has such a wealth of offerings that even spontaneous visits are worthwhile, and the fascination that is this city will be understandable for every visitor. These can be ideally explored on foot or by bike.